Welcome. We are into the series of atoms. And if you watch my channel, if you have been following my channel, you will know that I don't like wasting time. I go straight to the point. This video is based on the calculation of atoms. And we want to calculate how to get the number of proton, the number of neutron, and the number of electron. The calculation involved in this aspect. Let me not waste time. Let's go. Remember, an atom is electrical neutral. But an ion is either positive or negative charge. The number of proton and the number of the electron in an atom are the same. Write it down. But in an ion, the number of proton and electron are not the same. Know this again. When an element loses an electron, it becomes positively charged. When an element gains an electron, it becomes positively. When it gains an electron, it becomes negatively charged. Note this again. For example, magnesium. The atomic number of magnesium is 12. And remember, the first shell will take a maximum of 2 electrons. The second shell, the maximum is 8 electrons. Now, the atomic number is 12. So 2, 8, 1, 2. Now remember, for an element to be stable, it either it attains the octet structure or the duet structure. Now you can see from the last electron in the outermost shell of magnesium, that is 2. A question is being asked. Is it easier for you to lend someone 2 naira, or is it easier for you to give someone or lend someone 6 naira? You can see it's easier for you to give 2 naira than for you to borrow someone 6 naira. No element will give magnesium 6 electrons to become stable. And therefore, what magnesium has to do is to lose that 2 electrons. And that is why most times you will see the cation of magnesium is being written like this. Magnesium 2+. Why? It loses 2 electrons. Sometimes you can see they write chlorine like this, Cl-. Why? Chlorine is number 17. The first shell contains a maximum of 2 electrons, 8, 7. Now you can see that chlorine needs 1 electron. It cannot lose 7, it's too much. All it needs is 1 electron. And immediately it has an electron. To add to this one to be complete, that's why we used to write what? Cl-. Now, my focus, like I said on this video, is the calculation aspect of this topic. But I wanted you to understand this. Now remember, an element that loses an electron, they are called cation. Why this again an electron is called the what? The anion. Let's go to a calculation proper. If you have, for example, magnesium or aluminium, let me start for the small one, sodium, and you have 11 and 23, just this way. Now, for my videos on isotopes, check it, it's on my channel. This 11 is the atomic number. And I said on my video on isotope that another name for an atomic number is called the proton number. The 23 is the mass number. Look at this place. It's a very beautiful formula. With this formula, you don't have a problem again under this topic. If you look at the right hand side, you will see that the number of proton is equal to the atomic number. So if I'm asking you to calculate the atomic number, or for you to get the atomic number, it is the same thing as the number of proton. And if I ask you to calculate the neutron number is equal to the mass number minus the atomic number. Now, one of the most important formula here, the number of electrons. The number of electrons is equal to the atomic number minus charge. This is bomb. It's equal to the atomic number minus charge. And the last one is the mass number is equal to the number of neutrons plus the atomic number. Now, for From the question given, if I ask you, what is the number of proton here? You can see the number of proton. The proton number is equals to 11. And if I ask you what is the atomic number, remember the atomic number is the same thing as the number of protons. So it's also what? 11. And if I should go ahead and ask you, what is the number of neutrons? Remember the number of neutrons is equals to the mass number 23 minus the proton or atomic number. And 23 minus 11 should give you 12. Now the electron number is equal to the atomic number or the proton number, which is 11 minus charge. Remember, for the beginning of the video, I told you something. The atom is electrical neutral. And if it is neutral, it means that the charge is what? 0. Therefore, the electron number is 11. Now, look at the board, please. On the video, I told you that the number of proton or the atomic number in an atom must be equal to the number of proton, must be equal to the number of electrons. Now, look at this place. Look at this place very well. The number of electrons is 11, and the number of proton or the atomic number is also what? 11. That's what we're talking about in this video. It is so easy. Immediately you know the formula, your life is easy. Let's move ahead. What about if you have this? Aluminium has a cation, 3 charge, and this is aluminium, this is 13, and this is 27. And I want you to calculate the atomic. You can see from here that the proton number is 13. The atomic number, which is also another name for proton number, is 13. The number of neutron is 27 minus 13. And that should give you 14. That should give you 14. Now, the electron number is equal to the atomic number, which is 13, minus, remember, the formula has minus. Now, you open bracket plus the charge, plus 3. Now, this is 13. Minus times plus will give you minus. So, the electron number of electron is what? 10 electrons. Now, can you see that the atomic number and the number of electrons, they are not the same in an ion? I said it at the beginning of the video. You can see from here, this is a cation. It loses 2 electrons. If the atomic number is 13 and it loses 2 electrons, the total number of electrons remaining should be what? 10. This is so easy. Now, what if you have this example, an anion? You have an anion. Please finish this side. So you have an anion, you have 33, you have 16, this is S2 minus. And of course from here, the proton number is equal to 16, which is same as atomic number. The number of neutron is equal to 33 minus 16. And 33 minus 16, the number of neutron, yes, 33 minus 16 should give you 17. Now the next thing is the electron number. Now the electron number is 16 minus open bracket. The charge is minus 2. Minus times minus will give you what? 16 plus 2, which will give you 18 electrons. Do not make a mistake of forgetting that your formula has minus. The open and close bracket, this minus is from the one that comes from the equation here. Look at the same thing I did here, because over the years, some people will forget and write 16 minus 2. You will end up with 14 electrons instead of 18. Be very careful with this, please. Be very careful with this. And can you see that the number of electrons is 18, while the number of atomic number is 16? Because of what? It gains 2 more electrons. This is so easy. I want you to know something before I continue. Please bring out your note. This is important. Extremely. The atomic number, which is the same thing as the number of proton, gives the identity of the element. If you know the number of proton, if you know the number of proton, or if you know the atomic number, you must know the identity of the element. The next example should expose you to what I'm talking about. Let's go. You have a question. A cation with a 4+ charge has 26 neutron and 18 electron. What is the identity of the element? Remember, I just told you that the atomic or the proton number is what determines the identity of the element. Now, in this question, all you need to know is the identity. For you to calculate the atomic number, if you can get the atomic number, you will know the identity of the element. Now, a cation, let's call it S, since you don't know the identity yet, it has a 4+ charge. Now, the number of neutron is equal to 26, and the electron number is equal to 18. Now, since they want you to know the identity, of course, you should look for a formula that is going to get you the atomic number, which is this formula. Remember, the number of electrons is equal to atomic number minus charge. Therefore, the atomic number is equal to the number of electrons plus, if this thing crosses equals this side, it becomes positive, plus the charge. Now, from here, the electron number is 18 plus the charge. So plus times plus should give you plus. So this is 18 plus 4, which will give you 22. Now, the atomic number is 22. The next is for you to get the mass number. Now, the mass number from this formula is the number of neutrons plus the atomic or the proton number. Therefore, the number of neutrons is the mass number is equal to the number of neutrons is 26 plus the atomic number, which is the number of proton, is 22, and that should give you 48. Now, since the atomic number determines the identity, in the periodic table, the only element that is number 22 is titanium. Therefore, the identity of this element is titanium 48 4 charge. That is the answer to this question. So, if you know these beautiful 4 formulas, you can never have problem when it comes to calculation involving the proton, the neutron, and the electron. Thank you very much.